Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Today, me and my partner Firdavsxon will try to explain the 10 principles of economics from the book called Principles of Economics by Gregory Menke. Economics studies how people make decisions and how society manages its scarce sources. In the book Principles of Economics, this book summarizes the core ideas of economics into 10 principles. So let's get started. First principle is people face trade-offs. Every decision involves trade-off because resources such as time and money and labor are limited. Choosing one option means giving up another. For example, if the government spends more money for education, it may spend less money on defense. It cannot spend the same for both. So it has to choose one of them. If they choose defense, they may spend less on education. That's the principle number one. So the principle number two. The cost of something is what you give up to get it. This is called opportunity cost. True cost of any decision is its opportunity cost. For example, you quit a job that that has the salary of $5,000 a year for studying in university. So you give up this job for studying, and the opportunity cost of this is the $5,000 salary a year. And the next one is third principle is rational people think at the margin. Rational decision makers compare additional benefits with additional costs. Decisions are made by step by step, not all at once. So rational people compare the two things. For example, rational people, a student who wants to study one more extra hour or stop studying and rest. He compares the benefits. So if he studies one more hour, he could get he could improve his grades. Or the disadvantage is if he studies one more hours, he may get a headache or fatigue. He compares them. If the good grades overcomes the fear of headaches or worry of headache and fatigue, then he will study one more extra hours. That's how rational people think at the moment. That was the third principle. Now let's go to fourth principle. Fourth principle, people respond to incentives. Incentives influence how people behave. Changes in price, wages, or salary, taxes, or rules can encourage or discourage certain actions. For example, if there's a fine for paying the taxes late, people pay on time. Or if there's a high tax for smoking, people smoke less, and etc. And the fifth principle is trade can make everyone better off. Trade allows people and countries to specialize in what they do best. Specialization increases productivity and efficiency, and as a result, trade benefits all parties involved. So if one country exchanges oil for technology, that's trade, and it makes both countries better off. So if the one country has more oil uh, than the other, and other has less oil, and they have more technology, so they can exchange the extra technology for other countries extra oil. So they both may benefit here. One gets technology they need, and one gets the oil they need. That's why trade can make everyone better off. Or uh, there's a farmer. Uh, he exchanges his food for the manufactured goods, and with manufactured goods, he can exchange the extra food. If he exchanges the extra food with manufactured goods, he can get the manufactured good, and the other people can get the food they need. So they both benefit from it. And that's why trade can make everyone better off. That was the fifth principle. Now my partner Firdavsxon will explain the other principles.
Now I will start the rest of the principles to explain. So the principle six was about markets are usually a good way to organize economic activity. Markets coordinate economic activity through prices. Prices reflect the value of goods and services and guide decision making. This process is often described as the invisible hand, as we know, guys. Invisible Hand by Adam Smith. In his book, he explained it, detailed about invisible hand. If someone if someone do business for himself or herself, he or she still getting better, or he or she is profiting, is giving a benefit to the society, something like that. And for example, the constructions, if constructions price will be high, or some houses, if you want to buy a house, if in your country the houses price will be high, in this field, uh, a lot of economics will be focusing on to these principles, so to this economic principle. Uh, I mean, it is also the most important one to comprehend about it. Yeah, markets are the good way to organize economic activity. Of course, economic activities are mainly dependent on markets, so that's why it's the crucial one. The next principle, governments can sometimes improve market outcomes. Markets do not always produce fair or efficient results. Of course, markets or private or private institutions, businesses cannot always focus on the environment or some other natural sites, natural factors, but they should. But in today's fast-paced world, they cannot do it. They mainly do not focus on to these things here. Many of them are just doing their businesses for getting profit from it. So that's why government should be engaged with it, engaged in it. Government, for example, focus on environmental pollution, something like that. Uh, uh, Based environmental pollution, which is the cause of markets. And governments play a crucial role by focusing on such things. And effective policies can improve economic outcomes when markets fail. Yeah, absolutely. The next principle A country's standard of living depends on its ability to produce goods and services. Productivity determines income and living standards. Higher productivity allows workers to earn uh, higher wages. Education, technology, and skills play a key role in productivity growth. Um, of course, the standard of living depends heavily on the goods and services that the country is serving, um, prioritizing mainly, and in such period, the country should enhance it is good production and service deliveries better. So that's why it's really important. It's really crucial if the country wants to develop its services, its growth mainly. It also depends on the GDP of the country. If the country's goods and services are better, GDP will also be higher. And also, when it comes to services, it is it can become technology, education, and skills, and something like that. There, all of them are also the services, transportation, and something like that. Yeah. The next principle is that prices rise when the government prints too much money. Inflation occurs when the supply of money grows faster than production of goods and services. Excessive money supply reduces the value of money. Stable monetary policy is essential for price stability. In that scenario, um, if governments are printing lots of money, it causes the uh, something like um, goods production of goods and services will be lower. I mean, in such kind of situation, it's mainly about the inflation. Inflation is also the one of the most crucial things to focus when it comes to economics. So yeah. The last principle is that society faces a short-run trade-off between inflation and unemployment. In the short run, reducing unemployment can increase inflation. This relationship is known as the Phillips curve. In the long run, this trade-off tends to disappear. It's something like very confusing for the students because of the um, because of an unexperienced mind. We have
Hiç prens bölüme yönettiniz mi? Ha?
because of some technical problems. We can start now. So yeah, that's heavily depends on the heavily depends on the student's mind. As I said before, we don't have any experience about it, so that's why we have some kind of theoretical knowledge about it. So we can just give a educative guess for it, but it's. It's the very unknown and invisible thing for us now, for me actually. So yeah, it's the last. It was the last principle of our video lesson. So yeah, economics teaches us that every choice has a cost, every action has a consequence, and the wise decisions come from understanding how individuals, markets, and governments interact. So that is the end of our video lesson. Thank you so much for everything, for everybody. Take care, guys.